Alright, hello everybody. This video is of my League games versus Glenn for the round robin style tournament being hosted by the Friends of Alcarid podcast. Glenn and I were both finalists in the very first closed beta Community Cup, which I won, and Glenn is the winner of the more recent Chronicle Legend tournament, which happened in the open beta. So I thought I'd put these videos from this event up on the channel as well. The rules format is Conquest as usual, so once we win with a class we can no longer use that class. Enjoy the video. So he's going to be running, I presume, some sort of Lady Zay, Pirate Ariane. And it's actually a very, very strong deck. So I'm going to mulligan for card draw very, very aggressively, even though I have heals, and a lot of people would argue you should keep them, but my mulligan for card draw, I think card draw is so important that it's worth getting rid of the heals, and even Kale is not good enough. I really want Krausian Warriors and White Wolves. But I also would normally be mulliganing for KGP Agent, and I already have one, so I'm more tempted to keep Kale as a direct result. So I will keep Kale because it's a very strong card, but the others I'll get rid of in favour of, because normally I wouldn't keep Kale if I didn't have the KGP Agent. So no card draw there, but this isn't a total disaster. Mind you, it is quite risky. If he destroys my weapon, then I'll die to Jad, and that's a risk I might have to take. I need to get off my feet, you know, I need to get the AP up quickly so I can start slamming stuff like the Culinarimancers, which is what is going to win me this matchup. This is incredibly risky. I'm going to carry the weapon through to the next chapter. Okay, so I'm going to carry the 4-2 weapon through to the next chapter, and hopefully kill another Jad if I draw it. That would be the dream. I don't want to discard the Rock Crab, so I'm going to draw a card first with Rolo the Stout, and then hopefully discard either Barricade, which I can't afford right now, and is not going to be playable for a long time, or the card that I draw off the Rolo the Stout, and I keep the Rock Crab ideally, but not necessarily. Also, 3 armor is really welcome. I'm not going to be looking at the chat during these games. I want to focus. So the only thing I'm afraid of is bar fight. Okay, there it is. That's fine. It came out slightly too early. He removes my 1/1 weapon, but I didn't need it anyway. Unless he has a second one, but I don't think he will. Hopefully. Okay, fuck. Oh, fuck me, Segredor. It's another risk. It's not the end of the world, but it severely dampens my prospects of winning this one. Okay, Barker-Toad discard's pretty good for me, though. On the bright side, it does enable full Darox, and I did keep the Rock Crab. Getting rid of Barricade was probably the best thing that could have happened, because Barricade wasn't useful. I feel like I really should keep this Count Draenor. I mean, it represents 4 life, but it also represents the ability to kill a Dagannoth Sentinel in a single hit for 5 life, or a Jad for 4 armor, or a Cully. And without that, I can't do any of those things. I should kill White Wolf in slot 1, because it's the least... I can kill that guaranteed there. Then I should heal for 4 or 6 or whatever it is, and then I should play these things last. I want to give him gold as late as possible. Not that it really makes any difference, but I don't think he doesn't actually run, based on my knowledge from ladder, any gold steal, so I don't need to be worried about losing the full Darox. I'll give him gold as late as possible because even though it's unlikely, he might want to use that gold. He might anticipate being given some gold. Very unlikely, but... So I don't, like, losing 17 life to Jad was catastrophically bad. I mean, I'm not dead yet, and I might not be dead this chapter, but when he builds up his Lady Zay and deals 20 plus damage to me, I don't know if I can tank that, unless I get exceptionally lucky with the draws. The gold he's giving me is actually useless. I discarded Barricade. I really, really need a Cully right now. So if he has... It doesn't necessarily... Like, he does play the 3 cannonballs and draws 3, but that doesn't necessarily mean he has Lady Zay, because he needs to stack up, like, 6-7 cannonballs before he even plays Lady Zay. So it's possible that nothing happens. But if he has it, then that could be really bad here. He might be tempted to play it. I'll play Jad slot 1 because it's impossible for this card to be griefed, because I'm going first. Then Ice Nile, because he might equip a weapon, like a Kale weapon, and then try and slam something like an Ogre Warlord, and if he equips the Kale weapon, Ice Nile's going to give me a ton of stuff. Maybe, though, actually, I need to play Count Draenor for 4 life. Maybe I should play both the Count Draenors. Actually, I think I should. Just for 4 life. I've got 7 attack, which means I can pretty much kill everything I need to, except the Dagannoth Sentinels. But I think healing up this chapter is more important than those. It's a shame that I'm playing Ice Nile at the very end there. Okay, he was going to just play one of those anyway. Perhaps it was better to play Jad last. Just because Ogre Warlord was there. Oh my god. So that's 4 life. Another Ogre Warlord would really hurt right now. There it is. Chieftain rather, not Warlord. I should have played the Ice Nile first and the Jad last. I'd still be alive. Ice Nile was 8 life and Jad was 4. RIP. And the extra AP wasn't too good against those Chieftains. I'd still be alive. At least for this chapter. I wouldn't necessarily have won against Lady Zay, but taking 17 in the early game is pretty painful. So I could just queue that deck up again. I mean, I didn't win with it, so I'm allowed to do that. This deck's really good against Grieflinzer, and I'm pretty sure he just queued Grieflinzer. And he's going to think that I'm playing the same Raptor deck, but I'm not. I'm playing a different Raptor deck. This Raptor deck revolves around Dondakan's Cannon. And I think it's a very strong deck. I think it's one of the strongest decks out there, except that it's hard countered very easily by armor removal, which is very easy to play. AP game would be really nice. I've got card draw. I also want full Darox. But this is a good card because it gives 2 gold. Rock Cake is not so good. Let's mulligan that away. Okay, that's a really nice hand. I'm very pleased with that. So we'll play White Wolf and White Wolf, and I'm going to hope that I don't take 9 from this, because that would be irritating. When I say take 9, I suspect he'll put me on 1 base attack. So I'm going to take 5, and then if I take 9 and 8, I wouldn't die. I'd be on 6 life, I wouldn't die, and it's not like I can play around this either by playing, like, full Darox sooner. I'm okay with... Okay, it probably is a Dust Devil coming out. His deck almost certainly doesn't run Weapon Destruction, and I've only ever lost once to Grieflinzer with this deck. Though that one game was to Glenn. This is fine. It's, like, it's not actually the end of the world. It's actually not... It's actually not that bad, because this deck runs Saradomin Brew, which will heal me up to full based on my armor count. I just drew it, so... It does make it a bit awkward stacking the armor, because I now have less health to spend on stuff like other Void Brawlers and Fight Cauldrons and stuff. You could make the argument I should keep full Darox for the very final fight, like, save it for the final chapter, so I don't give him the opportunity to grief it down. But to be honest, I really do need the stats to kill stuff. Okay, so this is a nice card to see right now. I'll kill Krasian Warrior before he reduces my AP any further. Actually, I don't think I need to. I'm holding 10 cards. Yeah, I don't need to draw this chapter. So Rock Crab's good. Then I'll go up to 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can take this and this. Oh, that's his Legend of Fool. 10 plus 8, oh, that's 3, that kills me, yeah, it does. But 8 armor's still very good. I need to Sarah Brew. Maybe I should get these animated armors out early on, for the gold. Legend of Fall, I don't want my Legend of Fall. So I'll take 3 and then 3. This says Legend of Fall, and rightfully so. And then, I want to Sir Adam and Brew next chapter. Yep. I'm hoping to get these animated armors out now before I take any more losses on my base attack. So he had a nice draw there, 2 gold. No weapon, thankfully, so he's not going to be playing Dust Devil this chapter. But that doesn't rule out the possibility of Karam, which isn't going to be the next slot, but that card is very good at enabling Karam. It gives you the last 2 gold you need, and then 1 gold, the weapon. I suspect he'll spend that weapon on repurpose. Okay. I reckon he is going to Karam. This is why, like, I saved the Fight Cauldron as the very last card. I wanted to kill as many creatures as I could before, as early as possible. This is going to be Karam. So I'll lose 2 base attack here, which is annoying. By no means over yet, though. And I'm still not actually that worried. He doesn't have any direct life damage either. If he does, then he's doing it wrong. And if he does, then alright, you win. But it's just not useful to Linza, so we're pretty safe being on 2 life.
I have low health. I must...
Okay, so I don't think he runs Redbeard, Frank. I'd be very surprised if he did. I can barricade. I still haven't got Certifi Cashin out, though. So I can't, like, if I Ceradim in Brew here, it's, like, quite unlikely I'll ever get it out. And that's a good card. 17 life. I'd actually get 19 life, and I'd be on 22. Could brew up to that.
Delicious.
I need to draw cards here, but I can't play a Krasian without taking 7, which is not something I'm very interested in doing. If he played Redbeard Frank there, I would have died, because I would have died to the Rock Cake, because this wouldn't have triggered. I just don't think he runs it, or at least I hope he doesn't. I'm actually pretty sure he doesn't. I'll just play as if he doesn't have it. It's not a lot I can do even if he does. He can't afford Stamina Potion though. Maybe this deck is... How does it run Stamina Potion and... Oh, I see. It runs Karams and Stamina Potions and then decides which ones it wants, depending on the different matchups. I imagine a Dust Devil is in his hand, but he doesn't... There's no reason for him to play it. I don't have any base attack, but that's what I think the weapon's for. Another Sarabrew would be nice. Also, I really need to find those Dondadux cannons. There's one. Alright. He's not going to play Bar Fight because he's holding a big weapon of his own, and he just, like, I think he's pretty low on weapons, considering earlier he wasted a Calphite Worker and didn't have anything to do with it. So I'll probably get away with a Void Brawler here, even though my weapon could be destroyed. Very irritating that I can't kill Krasian Warrior. I don't necessarily have to... I could just barricade the Krasian Warrior. I don't want a KGP agent until the very last chapter, though. Do I need the gold, though? That's the issue. Barricade is nice, but... I've got the Ali Morrisane if I need the gold. I'll have 2 gold left. I'll be on 1 life at the end of this chapter, but that's fine. And I have got the Ali Morrisane, so spending all my gold here is fine, since if I draw Ceradim in Brew or the second Dondakan's Cannon, I'll still be able to afford them. Okay, so I got away with that. The 1-1 weapon is pretty good for the Void Brawler. Him giving me gold is very, very good for me. I'm very pleased about that. That's a Kale there. He wants to spend that on Dust Devil or Karam, but I didn't give him the opportunity to... Oh, I only took 4 damage, actually. I miscalculated that. 2 bonus health. Nice. He was probably hoping I'd increase my base attack, and then he was going to spend that on Karam or Dust Devil, but I didn't give him the opportunity. I didn't play a KGP agent. Second Dondadunks would have been nice. Now, double KGP agent is very, very good, so I should probably play those. And then I want to play Dondadunk's Cannon. Because I'm going second, I'll get a guaranteed KGP agent in. Dondadunks does 25 damage, and I'd rather play it as my very last card, so he can't just play a full fucking thing of fledglings. Thing is, though, he might just play Karam as his last card, just to remove 2 base attack, and that's huge. I really, really need KGP as my last card, because that guarantees 1 AP in that final fight, so they'll be on 2, and the difference between 1 and 2 is 100%, so that's huge. This needs to be final slot. Dondadunks could be better the later it is played, as it gives him less opportunity to heal back up the later I play it. I'm not actually sure if it's worth playing that KGP agent. If he plays Karam, I'm going to lose that anyway, so it's almost pointless. And he's going to have Karam, surely. Or maybe he tries to take Tetsu Katana to the final fight and doesn't worry about Karam. But then he runs Stamina Potion in the deck. How can he possibly fit a Tetsu Katana in there as well?
My path is decided.
I feel like the best play might be Kale into Ice Nile. And then Donda dunk him. It would be really, really nice if I'd found that Saradomin Brew, the second one. That's another 27 life. That's huge. I think this is the best play. I think that this KGP agent will be completely pointless if I play it, and that I won't have that base attack because he'll just remove it. So it's good that I didn't play Donda Dunks earlier, because that 7 life he just got didn't help. The 7 armor did, but... yeah. Oh, shit. I think I lost. Oh, if only we'd found that second Saradomin Brew or Donda Dunks cannon, then this would be no problem. Yeah, I've lost. Mind you, if I had an extra base attack, I would have won. Yeah, I would have definitely won if I had an extra base attack. I hit him at least 7 times. That's annoying. I wouldn't have won if I had played KGP Agent. I would have had less armor because I wouldn't have played Ice Nile. I'm not sure. I thought I hit him at least 7 times, so... it's a 2 damage difference. Okay, that's good to know that actually I would have still lost if I played KGP Agent. It makes me feel better about my decision to not play it, because I think I played around more things. If I'd found Saradomin Brew, I would have won, actually. Or the second Donda Dunks cannon. So there was actually 2 cards, and it was very likely I would have drawn them based on the number of cards. You think you draw 20 cards, something like that, in a game of Chronicle, and that's without card draw. So if I'd played card draw, which I did, I was actually... I would say quite unlucky rather, to not have drawn either one of those 2 cards. I wonder if this is aggro Venescula. It might be worth keeping Heffen though, because if it's aggro Venescula, I'll probably want the Heffen. I want to keep the full Darox. Crawling Hand. This is Darkstrike Ariane. He thinks this is an aggro deck and will mulligan accordingly, but it's not. We'll keep Crawling Hand. I've got 2 card draws anyway, so this is pretty good. I just really hope I don't get screwed here. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, take 5. This. I like that. I doubt he'll play Treyas Death, so I'll get away with this very easily, because against an aggro deck, he won't want to play Treyas Death, which reduces my attack. If he does play Treyas Death, this will be... this is still reasonable, though. It's not actually very punishing. It's annoying that that Tormented Demon... well, I'd rather do something with the Tormented Demon. Okay, so Kai'Sash Tournament. At this point, it could still be aggro or AP stack Venescula. The difference is one does a lot of damage to me, and the other likes to build its stats up before doing a lot of damage. Okay, this is well, actually, you still don't know. Krasian Warrior fits in both those decks. I suspect it's AP, though, because of Glenn. Oh, it's aggro. Okay. That's, scary. I could go 4-0 here. That'd be amusing, to lose to Glenn 4-0 after I 4-0'd him in a tournament once. So I got rid of my Lady Heffen. That'd be nice to have that back now. Oh, perfect. No problems. So I'll play Jad, because I can kill it guaranteed. And then I really want to play full Darox. And then I don't think he can kill me. And then I'll play Fledgling. And then I should play like Lady Heffen, but it's not very good. I'd like to draw cards to make it better, you know? Krasian Warrior. That feels like the right play to me. I guess we draw at the start. I guess I should do that at the start of the next chapter. I'm still getting 4 extra life because I'm playing a Krasian. And I'm going first, so if I was going second, I'd be more reluctant to... I'd be more likely to heal this chapter. I am getting 4 armor off it. This should be okay. I think this is safe. I'm just still worried about... Hold on, that's not quite mortal. Huh. Well, that's good. Oh, that's mortal. Okay. And he might have not played very much damage at all this chapter, in which case I might have had time to draw more cards at the start of the next chapter before playing Heffen. Okay. So I'm still alive, this is fine. It does mean I frantically have to heal. There are Culinaromancers in this deck though, they would be nice. And that's another reason that's good for drawing, because it brings me up to 7 cards, which means I can draw 3 and be at 10, which is the maximum hand size, and have the maximum possible options, which happens to be pretty good in a game that's all about making 4-card combos.
I have low health. I must be careful.
So I could just do nothing and play this thing. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. He's very low on life. That might actually be the play. I'll play 1 card though, because I don't want to... I want to draw 3 at the start of the next chapter. I'll play the Kaizash tournament. Or I shall play the Kale, that's pretty good. That brings me up to 10 total attack, and then I can slam a Tormented Demon or a Revenant Dark thingy. And maybe I can kill him if he doesn't heal.
I'm ready.
You're welcome.
Oh, fuck-a-doodle-doo. Gorge is so fucking stupid. I hate that card. Huh, okay, I win. Because I'm going to kill him at the start of the next chapter. Oh no, now I'm not. Or am I? No, I am going to kill him. Yeah, I've got 10 total attack, plus 3. That's lethal. Yeah, just work this. No, because I'm going to hit that, yeah, and then I'll hit him.
I have low health. I must be careful. Ready.
That's lethal. GG. And now he's... like, he probably suspects that he's lost because I slammed the turn in so quickly, but he's still going to take time to make a good turn in case... Like, I wonder if you could call a bluff like that and then someone would concede on ladder. I doubt it would work in a tournament. But we need the 0-4 meme, not today.
I hope you learn.
GG, Glenn. Alright, so the score is 2-1. I can't win, but I can draw if I win the next game. So I'm still worried about Hope Zen. He'll either play that again, or he'll play Hope Zen. He knows I haven't played my AP Raptor, though. Okay, Raptor Mirror.
First blood to me.
So I should mulligan very heavily for card draw. KGP Agent I'd normally be mulliganing for as well, but I've already got one, so that's nice. Huh. In this matchup, it feels like it would be a waste of a Kale to play it here. I mean, I could do that, right? And then I'd take less damage fighting the Dag Sentinel, but I'm not up against aggro. This is a waste of a Kale. Kale is useful for killing, well, for Jad specifically. Also, I want to get quite low on life to make that full Darox work. I'm only going to take 11 from the Dagonov Sentinel. I really feel like playing... I think Scarface Pete is a very good card. I like to play it on Chapter 4, just before Chapter 5, and hopefully you discard their Virago. But Chapter 1 is pretty good as well. Because it, you know, 3 cards, getting rid of them at the start of the game is nice. I am going first though, so maybe Scarface Pete is a good keep for later on. But then I'd have nothing to do this chapter. I want to take lots of damage so that my full Darox works out. This is not against... I am not up against an aggro deck. Raptor currently... Oh, I lost the Kale. But I certainly would have lost it if I'd played it. And getting that Darox out is very important in this matchup, and I have plenty of health healing to heal back up again. I really think it's a waste of a Kale in this matchup. This is not an aggro deck, and Raptor currently doesn't have a very good currently a very good aggro archetype. I highly doubt that Glenn would bring an aggro deck. So Glenn probably, like, he took 15 intentionally. I'm almost certain that is intentional, so that he can also get his life down very low, so that he can get his. I'm going to discard 2 cards there, Krazian and Count Draenor. That's okay. I got rid of his card draw card, which is nice. But I'd like it if he'd. Well, I'd like to go second in this matchup anyway, because going second in this matchup is significantly stronger, because you get an extra card to mulligan for, and you get that final guaranteed action before the final fight. But also, if he'd drawn an extra card there, I would have discarded it. So, yeah, I only discarded 2, which is a shame. This is actually a garbage hand. This is actually terrible. That's really unfortunate for me. I mean, I could play, like, Count Draenor into Ice Nile, but... And maybe that's the right thing to do. It does give me 1 gold. And then I get the other gold, hopefully. I was kind of hoping he'd play Kaizaj Tournament. And then I'd have more gold, and I could play full Darox into Ice Nile and Cully. I wonder if it's correct to play Count Draenor into Ice Nile. Thing is, I still have 2 Jads in the deck that I need to kill, and I can't do that without the Cullinarimancers. I could do it with Sergeant Slimetoes. So maybe it's okay to play 1 thing here. Might as make use of the cards. I think he's most likely to have more base attack at the very end of the chapter. But then I could try and snipe a weapon halfway through the chapter, but that's not reliable, right? Oh, is he playing Heal Spam Raptor? He's either playing... I think he's playing Heal Spam Raptor. Which means I'm probably gonna... I've got a much better chance in this matchup. I'm not sure. At least he had a pretty bad chapter, but so did I, to be honest. Oh my goodness. Is this real life? Because I got nothing to do and no card draw. I'm going to deliberately take 15 damage. I'll be on 5 life. Then I can play both of these and just heal back up to, no, 5 plus 6. That'd be out of mortal, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. That's exactly 10 life, isn't it? 6 plus 4 is 10, and I have 5. So I'd be exactly 15, which is enough for full Darok to work. He had a pretty bad chapter too, so that's good. Alright, we both had bad chapters. No, neither of us are afraid of the other killing us, and I want to be, I want to stay mortal. Getting that full Darox is really important to me. Okay, found Ice Nile, full Darox. Now we can get going. We can go to town now and heal up and shit like that. I'll equip the Sergeant Slimetoes. He's played both of his Jads, hasn't he? So I can't kill him. Black Knight Titan's not really very useful in this matchup because I'm going first. If I was going second, it would be much, much more useful. My best odds is to just chuck it out randomly and see what happens. But I'd have to do that in a logical spot. I think this is good. I've played 1 Jad, so... And if I get a 5, I'll be 5. Yeah, so if I haven't drawn... I've drawn 1 Dagonoth Sentinel, haven't I? Yeah, I have. So, Sergeant Slimetoes is going to help me kill... Maybe I need that to kill Corp, though. Maybe it's not a good idea to chuck it out right now. I really, really want to get Corp off, and I don't know... Well, no, I'll be on 7 base attack, so I can 2-hit kill Corp anyway. Okay, this is fine. I'll just chuck this out for 2 armor, and maybe the 3/2 weapon will be useful next chapter after I've drawn. Still pretty upset that I haven't drawn any card draw cards since, so my hand is extremely small. And there's no lack of card draw cards in this deck. There's 2 Cullinarimancers... No, not Cullies. There's 2 Krazian Warriors, that's what I meant. 2 Krazian Warriors, 2 White Wolves, a Scarface... No, not Scarface. Yeah, no, the Redbeard Frank, he draws 2 cards as well. Roller the Stout draws cards. Almost, like, where's the card draw this game? This is not a this is not, like... This is not a good display of how this matchup normally... I normally maintain a maximum hand size all game long. Not this game. And that's quite crippling, actually. I mean, I've still had... I haven't had that many good chapters, actually. Last chapter was okay, and this one was pretty good. Thank you for following Bridget Mender. Mendler, 51. Hello there. There's a Jad, so that's... I mean, it's not like I'm mad at it. I can kill it anyway. I can try and snipe his corp. So he's on 6 space. He might go up by... I reckon he wants to go up a base attack and heal. Or heal, equip a weapon, kill corp, right? So I think Black Knight Titan's pretty good there. And then I'll just equip Barricade in the final slot for 10 armor. And then I have to hope that he doesn't run Virago, otherwise I just lose. So he heals, he gains away, hopefully a weapon to kill corp, and then I snipe the weapon and he can't kill corp.
My path is decided.
So I do actually win, providing he doesn't have Virago. I sniped corp a bit too early. But this is okay, like, I was hoping he'd do this anyway. Because he's gonna have to hit it. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, that's fine. I wanted him to hit it twice rather than... Oh, shit. Almost got his weapon. Still, 8 damage is good. Would have been nice to hit 8 damage on him. No, he had armor in. Did he? Yeah, I think... No. Okay, and I lose because he has Virago. That's just undoes the last 20 cards I played. GG. Like, I think, like, if I had Virago as well, if I'd drawn it, then it's an even match, right? But he just wins. Simple as that. Nothing I can do. Also, Corp would have helped me out there as well. If I'd gotten Corp off, then I'd have 30 more armor, and that is also another way I could play around Virago, if I want to be entirely fair to the game. But it's still like who goes second. Like that Black Knight Titan, if I was going second, I could have played that final slot and denied the Virago. And that's why going second is a lot better in this matchup. So that ends the series. Glenn wins 3 and I lost, and I won 1. Thank you very much for watching. Do leave a like if you enjoyed the video and remember to subscribe if you would like to see more from me. Thanks.